Hey everyone, it is an exciting week. We are finally in the next generation of consoles. FedEx just dropped off the Xbox Series X, so I figured we'll just do a quick unboxing, see what it looks like, and then I'm pretty excited to get hands on with this and download a few games today. So let's go ahead and open it up, see what it's like, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. Um, I'm a little afraid. This is okay. Oh, this one didn't. So they have these like sticky tabs, and this one got like folded in on itself, and it's all. Oh, I don't like what's happening here. It's gonna fuck up the box. Ooh. Okay, that's not. Okay, that's just bad luck on mine. So it is. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy, like right off the bat, just carrying in the box. I'm sure it's nothing compared to the monster of the PS5 that will be arriving in 2 days. Um, oh, there's more tabs, more sticky tabs. One second, let me get to these then. I don't know if I prefer the tabs or I guess I prefer these because you can actually take them off without damaging the box, ideally. So all these sticky tabs are off, even though they keep trying to come back. There we go. Here's the magic. So we'll go ahead, open it up, and oh my gosh, it is so. It's kind of wild seeing it in people getting it early and watching their unboxings and their hands-on impressions. It's smaller than I imagined, in a really good way. It's obviously right off. You can just see from opening the box. It's a very I don't know. They definitely put in the effort when putting the packaging together. It feels very like you're opening a treasure chest or something. I know that sounds silly to compare it to, but they just did a really nice job with the packaging here to where it feels like you're really opening something special. Feel like I don't know. You don't really get a nice display when you open. Not that that's the biggest part of any of this, but it's just really nice to look at. Um, so, oh my god, it is kind of for its size. It is very heavy. I definitely did not expect that. So, I'm, yeah, honestly, I'm very impressed with the size. It looked kind of like not considering the PS5 here, but it kind of looked like a monster in what I've seen. But this looks really nice. I'm really impressed with this. That they got all of that next gen hardware in this tiny little box. So overall, really impressed with the packaging here. Just a really nice display of this next gen piece. So diving further into it, let's actually unwrap this thing. Power your dreams, they say. So, all right. Even standing up like that, it's not terrible. It's not going to fit in most media centers. So they have this little get started tag. Looks like just your basics, kind of showing you the inputs there, what everything is for. Nothing too exciting. Where did they even put the controller in this? Am I? Oh, smart. I was like, So most of the time when you open up like a console and it's just kind of like separated. You've got the cables, the controller, the paperwork, but they did a really nice job here. Kind of they did a real nice job here of kind of departmentalizing everything. So the main console kind of goes in that centerpiece there, and then you have back here with the controller and the cables, which we'll get into. But I have to say I've got to dive right into the console. Wow. Okay. So, and it is heavy. I know I've said that already, but it does have some weight to it. it does have some weight to it. So standing up, let's get rid of this. So standing up, it, you know, it's definitely tall. Looking at the back here. So I'll do some close-ups here so you can see the inputs. So we've got their storage expansion. So if you're not already aware, it's a 1 terabyte system, but only 802 gigabytes of usable space. So if you're someone that likes to keep all of your games and not having to uninstall, reinstall whenever you need them, those memory cards, let's just call it what it is, it's a memory card, you'll be able to use those to use the same speeds that the internal Xbox SSD uses, which is nice. You've got 2 USB A ports, you've got the Ethernet power, and then HDMI out. So basic stuff there. Then on the front, just a really, you know, I mean, it's simple. You guys have probably seen it already. Just the power button, a sync button for the controller, disk eject, and then a USB. So, I mean, it's a very simple console. It's very minimal. I will say the only thing that it doesn't necessarily bother me, but I don't know, on the stand here, because they've got the stand on the bottom where you can kind of stand it up. I wish that was removable just to maybe make this a little more uniform. But it's not a deal breaker by any means. So this is how I'll be using it personally, just because it fits in my media stand better. I assume that the majority of people will probably use it this way. Unless you have it outside of a media center, then I think if I had to choose how I wanted to display it, I would want to display it vertically, because you get this really nice, it's almost like an illusion where they have this, I guess it's just a vent up here with the fan, but the inside parts of all these circles in the middle are green, and it almost makes it look like it's kind of like lit up on the inside, even though it obviously like nothing's powered on right now. And as you kind of move around it, you get some really cool, I don't know, it just looks really cool. So a very simple design, but a lot smaller than I anticipated. So, and a lot heavier, to be honest. So put that off to the side for now. Let's get to the stuff here. So we've got typical power cable, nothing to write home about there. I know this was something that people are kind of excited for, even though not many TVs can utilize it. This is this is a 2.1 HDMI cable. So for people that are looking to take advantage of 4K at 120 hertz, this will be, you don't have to go out and buy an extra cable. The PS5 has one as well. So luckily, no matter which system you go with, if you have a TV that is compatible with HDMI 2.1, you'll be able to utilize that, the included cable. So this is what I'm kind of most interested in, is the controller, because I know they made very minimal changes, but I'm still curious, because it's never felt like a bad controller by any means. I thought the Xbox One controller kind of had it, they've really just kind of evolved what they've had over the years, and very minimal changes this time around, and I think that just kind of goes to show their confidence in what they have. I'm going to put the batteries in just so I can feel what the actual weight will feel like. But just looking at it, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's an Xbox Series X controller versus just your standard Xbox One or Xbox One X. So feeling it right, the very first thing that I feel is just the grips on the side. That stands out from the last generation controller. The bumpers feel a little tight, like a little clickier, like they have more resistance to them. So I do like that. The triggers, I think there's more resistance on the triggers as well versus what I'm used to. Oh, so you can probably hear that. The D-pad is very clicky. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that. And when I move it around, and I don't, this could just be me, but it doesn't feel uniform every time. Like if I'm just going in a 360 degree motion, every now and then it's almost like it catches on something. I don't know. Not that I use the D-pad all that much in games, but I'm sure I mean, Trey with like fighting games, he might have some additional input on that. I'll have to have him get hands-on with the controller later so he can share his insight. And then the only other additional button that they've added is the share button here, which to me that's something that I've wanted. It's so easy on the PS4 to either hold down for a video, just press it for a picture. So I'm glad that they have something similar on the Xbox now, because it was a pain to go into the guide and have to go over. Not that I took that many clips or screenshots, but it's nice to have it easily accessible to where if you're in the middle of a match, you don't have to worry about going into your menu. So it feels good. I don't have any complaints. I think it is slightly smaller, and I think I heard that it's like slightly smaller than the other controllers. But overall, it feels good. It doesn't feel that much different. So people that are a fan of the Xbox One controller, I think you'll feel right at home with some nice improvements to the grip on the backside. The triggers do feel really nice. There's even a little bit of grip on those. But I'm more interested in that extra resistance on there, which is very appealing. So, all that said, this is the Xbox Series X. I'm impressed. Just from looking at it, like I said, it's smaller than I thought. The controller feels pretty good. I don't really have any complaints about the aesthetics of it. So now it's time to get hands on and see what next generation can really do. So I'm going to plug it in, install some games. If there's anything you guys want to see, whether it's boot times, I can try and do comparisons on the Xbox One X versus the Xbox Series X. If I have the game digitally, I'm more than happy to try that out. So let me know what you'd like to see. Hopefully you guys like this unboxing. Hopefully you guys are unboxing your own soon if that's what you're into. And I'll be back in a couple days to do the PlayStation 5. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.